up, guys? Good morning. It is, what's today? Wednesday, February 5th. It is my oldest daughter's 9th birthday today. And I'm sitting here in the grocery store parking lot and I'm looking through all of my memories on social media of all of my Facebook posts of every year of her birthday. And I'm basically crying. And also trying to eat breakfast, which is really hard. It's really hard to cry and eat at the same time. But I'm here at the grocery store because I'm picking up some cupcakes for her class. And I'm gonna take them over to her school, and then very shortly after that I have to turn around and go pick her up from school too, because it's early release today. So lucky girl gets early release on her birthday. I swear I'm not really wearing lipstick, you guys. I don't know why my lips are so like plump and pink, but I'll take it. I'm also drinking a huge coffee today because Silas didn't sleep well last night. Well, actually, I don't know if he slept well last night. I didn't sleep well last night because he was tossing and turning all night, and it was rough. It was rough, but I made it through, and luckily I have my best friend Starbucks to help me out with that. So anyway, I'm just gonna sit out here, I'm gonna finish my breakfast, then I'm gonna go get those cupcakes. I'm disgusting. I'm freaking gross. We had a cold front blow in last night and it is freaking freezing out, you guys. I'm not used to this. And I didn't prepare. Like, I put on a long sleeve shirt, but I didn't know that these were gonna be an issue. These holes, yeah, they're an issue. I stepped outside and I was like, yeah, this might not work. But luckily I have a jean jacket, so I'm gonna use it. Let's see. What is the temperature outside? I feel like a lot of people, I don't know where everybody's from, like everybody who is watching, I don't know where y'all are from, but yeah, it's 39 degrees outside. Y'all, I'm from Texas, okay? I'm a Texas girl. That's freaking cold. I'm not used to this. Anyway, I bundled up my baby boy and I'm gonna be baby wearing, and I hope to God he didn't poop, because this kid has a tendency to always have a blowout when he's buckled in his car seat. Every single time. Every freaking time. Like, we'll be at home all day. He'll stay at home all day and not poop. All day. And then I'll buckle him in his car seat and then poops. But I'm pretty sure he's asleep right now, so let's see. We'll see. But if he's not, if he doesn't have poop, I'm leaving my diaper bag in my car because I don't want to carry a bunch of stuff. You guys, I want to talk about something for a minute, and I know I've talked about this in previous vlogs. I think I talked about this like a lot before, but I have social anxiety, and every time I go somewhere and I have to walk into a place, I literally have to give myself a pep talk. Like, I have to tell myself that I can do it before I go in. And I sit outside in my car for like 5 minutes sometimes. It depends on how much of a hurry I am in. And I'm in a little bit of a hurry right now too, and I'm still sitting outside in my car. I don't like people. That's not true. It's not that I don't like people. I actually genuinely love people. But I don't like going into public places and being around people. Does that even make sense? Does that make sense to anybody? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. I'm freaking weird. But I don't want to go into public. I don't want to do this right now. But I have to. It's just cupcake. I just have to go get some cupcakes. That's it. God, I'm freaking weird. Okay, how crazy do I look after that? That was an adventure. I made it out alive. Oh, and Silas didn't poop. But now he's mad because I buckled him back in the car seat. Okay, so I got Lillia some flowers and some cupcakes. And I'm not gonna give her the flowers just yet. I'm just gonna take the cupcakes to her class, and I'll give her the flowers when I pick her up from school. Oh shit. Okay. Just dropped off those cupcakes and now I'm heading back home just to turn around in 2 hours and come back, but it's okay. Hi, who's that? Who's that? I'm telling you what, guys, this kid is a trooper. He's my partner in crime. He goes with me everywhere. He usually doesn't complain too much either, but today it's really freaking cold. I need help.
What you got?
This baby.
Want me to carry him?
Yes. Yes, please.
Hi, baby.
And then I have coffee, and I got Lillia some flowers.
But did you post about Lillia today?
No, because I haven't taken her birthday picture yet.
Well, I posted about her because I took a picture with her.
Well, she has to take her professional birthday picture before. Are you?
Look at me with this professional son.
At this point, I'd say we are professional parents.
Yes, I can
We've
give
had
advice.
enough kids.
I can give advice of whether I give it, take it, I mean, or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's Zoe wearing?
Whatever you want. 2 bows.
You're adorable. You're adorable. You're adorable.
Your flowers.
They're for Lillia. They're for Lillia, my love, because it's Lilia's birthday.
They're really pretty.
I know.
They're good for her.
They were $3.
Can you get me some?
Sure, baby. Kenley, please don't ruin those. They're for Lillia.
Okay.
Well, our house is a mess.
Mama, I got mommy.
Yes. You have a bow in the back and a bow in the front.
Yes.
You are so cute. It is so loud in my house, so I am retreating to my kids' room so I can talk to you guys real quick. It's early release today, so I have to go pick up Lillia in a little bit. But, oh God, come on, noise machine. But first, I have to pick up this house, and hopefully I can get it all done before I have to leave, but I seriously doubt it. Trey has to go to the office still, so he's gonna take, I think, both of the girls with him. Miss Lillia, I have something for you. Happy birthday, my love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you love them?
Yeah.
All right, so it's been a year since we measured Lillia on our wall. I don't know if I even show this ever, but this is our height wall. And you're gonna measure Lillia for the first time in a year. Wait, take your shoes off. My 7-pound, 2-ounce, don't stand on your tippy toes. Doesn't matter if it's Lillia's birthday, this is still what the majority of my day looks like. The girls are in there playing right now, and they're playing so well together. And I just feel so blessed because not that long ago, they really didn't play well together, ever. Lillia got that LOL house. She bought it with her Christmas money, so she got it around New Year's. I think I bought it for her on New Year's Eve with her money because she wasn't with me. And she's never really let her sisters play with it. And she's playing with her sister with the house, and they're playing together and they're getting along, and it's just amazing. I feel like this has never happened. And just lately, Lillia has been so helpful and so kind, and I know that she is kind and she has a huge heart, but it's been a long time coming with her because for a while she really struggled with a lot of different things, and I didn't talk about it on here because it is private and it's really not like, it's I don't know. It's not something that I like want to talk about, but she's just been wonderful lately. And she's been such a good big sister and a good helper and everything. And of course today being her birthday, I'm just like reflecting on this day 9 years ago. I probably couldn't feel my legs still because I did have an epidural when I gave birth to her. I really didn't prepare myself for birth with Lillia at all. I didn't know what to prepare for. I was 19 years old, having my first baby, unplanned pregnancy, wasn't married, didn't have my own place. I was working at a restaurant and in college, and just, I wasn't ready by any means. And on top of all of that, she came 2 weeks early. You know, me being the naive 19-year-old girl that I was, I really just thought that babies came on their due date. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew babies can come early and everything, but I didn't know that babies came 2 weeks early. I wasn't expecting her to come 2 weeks early, and even when I was having my contractions, I just thought my stomach hurt, and it just kept hurting, and I didn't know what contractions felt like. I didn't know I was having contractions. I had been working that night. I actually closed down the restaurant that night, and I was scheduled to open the restaurant in the morning. I was actually having contractions while I was at work. I was mopping the floors through my contractions, not realizing I was even having contractions. I just thought I didn't feel well. It wasn't excruciating pain yet. That didn't come until my water broke at like 2 a.m. Once my water broke and I realized that this was it, I can still remember how panicked I was, because I feel like I was so fearful of the pain and I hadn't prepared. The only thing I really knew is that I wanted to have her in a hospital with an epidural, and I don't know if I really thought that there was any other way that you have a baby. I thought that was just the way you have a baby, and I didn't put much more thought into it than that. I had not toured the hospital. I didn't know where the labor and delivery section of the hospital was. I just pulled up to the emergency room and was wheeled into the emergency room, and I was that crazy screaming girl, you know, just rolling through the hospital and just like begging for pain medication. And of course, when I got there, the anesthesiologist was busy for 3 hours. Don't ask me why, but they just kept giving me more and more and more pain medication until I basically passed out. And I did end up getting an epidural, but I slept through it. I didn't feel a thing when she came out. I couldn't feel a thing for a long time afterwards. And I remember just staying in my bed, and I had my baby. And it was so weird. It was so weird, you guys, to suddenly be a mom and have a baby. And she was so beautiful. And I was so tired, and I was so out of it. And I was trying to breastfeed, and you guys, I didn't know what the heck I was doing with breastfeeding. I'd never seen anybody breastfeed. I tried to do research on breastfeeding. The only thing I knew about breastfeeding is that you're supposed to start nursing within 15 minutes of birth, and that was all I knew. I was trying my best. I remember the nurses were really pushing formula on me, and I haven't really experienced that with any of my other babies, and I've been able to successfully breastfeed all the rest of my children. But with Lillia, I just remember them giving me formula samples and offering to give her a bottle in the nursery, and I did decline them giving her a bottle in the nursery, and I did say that I wanted to try to breastfeed, and I did successfully breastfeed her up until I got home, which they actually sent me home with formula samples. And I, to this day, I don't know what would have happened, but if they hadn't have sent me home with formula samples, I probably would have continued to just breastfeed. But I still remember how painful it was. And I probably wasn't doing it right. She probably had a horrible latch. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing at all. There's like a million things that I remember doing as a first-time mom that I would never do as a second, third, fourth-time mom. But I still remember how beautiful she was. I still remember how happy I was to have her. I can't believe it's been 9 years. I can't believe I've been a mom for 9 years at 28 years old. And she's so smart and so beautiful and just everything that I could have ever hoped for in a child. And she's a wonderful big sister and a wonderful daughter. I can't even remember what my life was like without her. I think my most vivid memory of having her in the hospital was the day that we were about to leave, the day that we were going to get discharged from the hospital. And I had a moment where I was alone with her finally, because we had a lot of visitors and like a lot of people stopping in, and Caleb was with me a lot of the time. Her dad was with me a lot of the time. And there was a moment on the third day that we were in the hospital, was the day that we went home. And I got to kind of sit with her by myself. And I hadn't really had a lot of time alone with her. And I remember just staring at her. And my favorite picture that I have with her was taken that day. And I actually want to find it and show you guys. I can probably just insert it in the video, but I want to look at it right now. So I'm going to look for it. She was just so perfect. I remember thinking that she was perfect. And I remember wanting to like save that moment in my mind, because I knew she would grow up and she wasn't gonna look like that forever. My kids are officially yelling at each other. So many pictures. Here it is. I found it. Lillia, come here.
Okay, so we pause the game.
That's you.
That's me.
3 days old. That was the day that we left the hospital and I took you home. It was my favorite picture. Are you seriously not interested right now?
Please. Stop.
They're playing too hard.
This? Mom, like this?
Do it by the vines.
Your birthday.